Hello everyone. I want to walk you through a very important Supreme Court judgment that clarifies exactly when a judge can dismiss a lawsuit at the very beginning of a case. This hinges on a civil procedure rule called Ed Order 7 Rule 11. The core problem. Imagine you file a lawsuit called a plaint. The defendant immediately argues that your case is too late or time-barred and asks the judge to dismiss it before any trial even starts. This is what happened in the case of Karam Singh versus Amarjeet Singh. The defendant wanted the judge to look at their old document, a will from 1983, and use that to prove the case was filed too late, even though the property dispute was only settled in 2017. The High Court actually did this and dismissed the case. The Supreme Court's clarification. The Supreme Court stepped in and said, that is not how Order 7 Rule 11 is supposed to work. They set a clear boundary for judges. The golden rule, when considering dismissing a case at the outset, the judge can only look at the statements and facts written in the plaintiff's initial lawsuit document. What must be ignored? The defendant's defense. You absolutely cannot consider the counter-arguments, claims, or defenses raised by the person being sued. External evidence. You cannot look at documents provided by the defendant, such as that old will, to make the preliminary decision. The rationale. The Supreme Court emphasized that questions that are a mix of fact and law, like determining the final validity of a decades-old document or when a property dispute truly ended, are complex. These complex questions must be decided during a full trial where both sides present evidence and witnesses. They cannot be summarily decided by just looking at the defendant's documents. The final takeaway. The Supreme Court's decision essentially confirms that a citizen has a fundamental right to a full trial. A case can only be thrown out immediately if the legal flaw, like being too late, is undeniably obvious just by reading the plaintiff's own complaint. If there is any doubt or need to examine external evidence, the suit must be allowed to proceed.